Okay, so first things first, we all know this old lady deserved it, right? Because if Arnold did that, she done deserved it, man. And now that I made you click, because you're probably brain rot like me, stay around because there are great things to make the internet great again. So stupendous things. Just stay around, okay? I'm gonna prune my trees in my backyard because they need some pruning, you know. And we're gonna do some pruning, and something great happened. The miracle of life happened. Let's make life great again, right? So yeah, stay around to see what I'm talking about. See, there is also a termite mound in here. They build it up, and they're probably eating the whole trunk. You can see the trail, the termite trail in there, and it's gotta go. So I'm cutting this tree today, right now. So yeah, I'm sorry. Actually, it wasn't even I that planted this tree in here. It was all the birds that come here because of the other trees I planted in the right place. And so they defecated here, and this tree grew. It's a Guazuma unifolia. It's called Mutamba. Let's see. So it's gotta go. Let's do this. This is sorghum. Sorghum. I leave it here because, you know, birds need to eat something, right? It finally came down, and I was asking my neighbor, the neighbor in this side of the wall, I was asking him if the blackberry branches bothered him because they keep growing through his side of the wall. And he just passed by and he said, no, it doesn't bother me at all. You can just let them grow because I love blackberries. Please allow them to grow to my side. So from now on, I'm not gonna prune this side anymore. I'm just gonna allow them to grow to that side. He's not bothered at all, so good news for me. You know, and it's good for my blackberries too. Speaking of which, there are a few mature ones here. So I'm just gonna have a pause and eat my dessert blackberries. I like these sour ones that are not completely ripe. Sour. But I really like the sour one. Okay, now back to work. Oh, he was telling me not to cut down the whole tree because he would be sorry if I cut it down completely. So, attending to his request, I'm only gonna cut it in half because I can really not afford for it to continue touching the wires there. That's not good at all. But at least right over the top of that termite mound. I'm gonna have to prune it down. So, but it was the old man's request, so I had to do it. So how it looks from the outside. There are 3 big trees in here. This one here is Androanthus serratifolium, which is the yellow IP flowers. You can see there's still some flowers left. This is Syzygium jambolanum, which is jamelão. It's a small fruit the size of a blackberry, and it has this natural ink, natural pigment, and the birds love it. But when the birds do their business here, everything in the ground is stained by this pigment. So I'm also going to prune it down because it's already very high, and this tree gets enormous, gargantuan tree if I allow it. So I cannot allow them to reach for the lighting poles. So, and this one is almost done. Already started in there. I'm kind of weak now because the position to do this is awful, and it's all manual work, so gotta take a pause right now. But anyway, it's coming down, and again, attending to my neighbor's request, I'm only gonna prune it in there. I'm not gonna remove the whole tree.
Abelha, é cupim, é cupim. Ei, cara, matou os passarinhos ali dentro. Filhotinho de passarinho ali, papagaio. O cara caiu bem em cima. Caiu em cima, filhotinho. Ah não, seu Manuel. Agora você vai ter que pegar dele igual criança dentro de casa, viu? Ah não, seu Manuel. Leva pra dentro de casa, e é 2, né? São vários? Tá vivo. Oh, meu Deus. Não sei se amassou, amor. Nossa, Manuel. Você matou ela sem querer? Tá vivo o bichinho aqui. Só precisa amassar a água, não vivo. Cara, deixa ver se a mãe aparece. Não mexe não. Deixa eu ver. Vai cair a chuva, senão nós não vamos morrer. Não morre não, você coloca as folhas. Vamos tentar uma ideia boa aí, fica na área de florestal. Você tem que tentar uma coisa. Pelo menos não, tá? Tem 3. 3 ou 4. Não, cara, vai seguir. Não vai não, não vai não. Não tem não. Bota as folhas aí no papel. Vamos comer esse.
I don't know if you can see the inside, but there are birds right there. Birdlings. And now I kind of fear for them because of my cats, you know. If my cats see them there, they're gonna have dinner, very special dinner. But I really hope my cats don't find them up there. I think you can see them, right? And just now I realized I fucked up. You saw my neighbor here helping me? It's because right here, inside of that termite mound, there was a bird nest, and I think those are parrots. I'm not gonna open again. We covered with leaves, and I'm gonna tie this up with a rope now. But there are like 3 or 4 inside, and I don't know. I couldn't even tell if I hurt one of them that was kind of more to the bottom, because when the trunk fell down, it hit the termite mound, and it's very light, you know. Those termites that build in above the trees, they make it so like a very light mound, and when the trunk fell down, it smashed everything up, and I could see the birds, their little heads, and I took a look inside. I'm not gonna take it off again to scare them all over again, but there's like 3 or 4 of them, and it's very rare that you see something like this, a bird's nest inside of a termite mound. But I mean, they do have infinite food, because there are termites and ants all the time inside. You see there are ants too, those the tree kind of ant that only, you see the ant right there? It's a kind of ant that only goes up the trees. And yeah, man, I fucked up. But how could I know? There was no entrance in there. There was no entrance possible in there. I don't know how the bird, maybe there is an entrance and I didn't see, but now it's too late. I mean, I feel bad and kind of thankful that I didn't just chop down the whole, that I didn't fell the whole tree. Damn it, man. Now I'm gonna tie it up, tie those leaves that I put there with my neighbor, and I don't know, try to save them, you know. Gosh darn it. I hope the other one that was in the bottom is still okay, man. Really hope I didn't hurt one of them. Anyway, it's the miracle of life happening right here in my backyard. Some people, there's this culture in Brazil that people still build cages and put wild birds, capture wild birds and put them into cages to have them singing inside of their houses. I think that's such a dreadful, stupid kind of culture. But you see, it's very simple. You only have to plant trees, then you have a lot of birds in your backyard singing all the time. Many different kinds of birds, you know. There are parrots, there are parakeets, sometimes macaws. There are many other species of turds and I don't know, other kinds of birds. I'm not an ornithologist, but yeah, many hummingbirds all the time in here. Yeah, I think those are parrots. They, from the format of the beak, the peck, they looked very much like birds. Yeah, I think one of the entrances is kind of down below here. Now I see where the mama bird could enter here. So maybe I'm gonna put a few more leaves in there because it's gonna rain soon. I'm gonna try to put more leaves and then I'm gonna tie it down. So for today I think I'm done. And tomorrow will be the day that I prune this one here. Luckily there's no termite mound, and I took a look already and there's no nest up there in the branches. And I'm not gonna cut the whole tree as well, just a section of it to reduce the height. And then the other one, that one too. So I opened a little bit of space for a citrus tree in there. It's a lime tree. And to open a little bit of sunlight as well for my coffee shrubs. And yeah, man, for today I'm done because of this. Kind of feeling like a stupid loser right now because I was thinking I would chop down the whole tree and I was really not expecting the birds in there, seriously. But anyway, that's it for today. See you in the next one. Bye.